I'm the dude. So that's what you call me.
Are you a virgin?
Yeah, not since I was 10.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
Come on to the coast. We get together, have a few laughs.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Can I return it if it doesn't fit?
It always fits. Eventually.
Welcome back to Movie Mingle. I'm Caveman.
And I'm Maggie.
And today we are on episode 25, the very last episode of season 2.
We did it.
Episode 100.
100. Woo!
Of our regular podcast episodes. It's 100 Wednesdays.
It's 100 Wednesdays. Jesus, we have put out an episode 100 Wednesdays, 100 weeks.
Yeah, because bonus episodes came out on Saturdays. So
yeah.
Yes, this is our 100th Wednesday episode.
You know, a lot of it, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Every ounce of our determination, not even determination, every ounce of the final product of this podcast comes from you. You are the one that...
final product, yeah.
Yeah, the final product, at the very least. I mean, I've had a lot of say in helping pick movies and whatnot and everything else. But, like, you edit everything. You have a timeline for everything. You keep us on track because we have to record. We have to watch this movie because we're going to have to record it because we're going to have to edit it because it needs to be out soon. This is an extremely proud accomplishment for you. I mean, I'm pretty proud of it, too, but, like...
Oh, it helps. You're proud of it, too.
Yeah.
No, I am very proud to say that I've got... Whether or not the quality is...
It's...
high or low, or...
And then there's that.
And that's why the quality's a little low, is when a truck goes by.
How many times have I had to say that we were doing this in our small living room?
Next to a freeway.
Next to a freeway. You know, this is such a rinky-dink operation. Literally, the table that we have everything on could collapse at any second. But we're out here, we're doing it, we're having our fun, we're making our art, and I think it's great. I'm really proud of this, but you have created something wonderful. I am proud of this project that you've helped make.
It's been a lot of fun making it, and I do feel I don't feel like I have a lot of artistic...
You are the most artistically creative person.
I'm not a writer.
No.
I'm not... I do like to take pictures of things, but I'm not saying that those photos are going to be hanging up on any walls anytime soon. Yeah, I don't draw.
You don't draw, you don't paint.
I don't sing. I don't
play
an instrument. I mean, I used to play the clarinet and the saxophone.
Yeah, do it again right now.
I could. If I had a clarinet, I could definitely play it. Just need a good reed and a...
Oh, I could read you to filth.
Whoa. That being said, this has been
your creative
outlet of just editing sometimes the hours that we talk to like a nice hour, 15 hour and a half, if it gets to that.
Yeah.
Sometimes closer to 2 hours because we can talk.
We can talk.
And I love getting clips and, you know...
That's the part.
One of my favorite things on this podcast was creating the intro and outro music for the podcast.
So
putting those clips together still is my, I think every time I hear it, I'm just like, man, I really like that.
You killed it. You ate down, as the kids say. And I've told you before, and in fact, listeners, he even had the idea of changing it for season 2. Doing new movies, a new intro and outro, and you even put one together, right?
It was super basic.
Yeah, it was a really basic kind of like, this is my idea, and as I listened to it, it was good, don't get me wrong. It wasn't terrible, it wasn't bad. But there is so much charm in this one that we have stuck with and I think should always stick with.
Especially now at 100 episodes.
And listeners, I don't know how often you listen to the intro and outro, but like it's really good. And the way the clips roll into each other, the way that the music kind of bombs out at Rufio, and there's like a and then it goes straight into Gentlemen. Can't fight in here.
And then ends with a whole new song.
Yeah.
But because
it ends with something different. And
great little moment in Spider-Man.
Now, I am going to take a teeny tiny bit of credit for one part of it.
Okay.
Which is when he first created the intro and outro, he had the sound of the film roller or, the projector starting on both. And I said the projector should be ending at the end of the outro. Like, you should hear the projector doing that, you know. And I was like, that's what that should be. So that is my one tiny little, like, tidbit of your glory. But otherwise, no, you did a fantastic job with all that. Another thing...
Yes, because it bookends it, and that's what a projector would do.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
because this whole podcast is run on an antique projector. You didn't know that, folks.
Yeah, no, we're fucking... There's a cigarette burn. I got to change the reel. Hold on.
It's the real sound effect that I got from that projector.
That's how we watch all our movies. Fucking old school.
Reel to reel.
Reel to reel.
Except that's music, not movies. Anyway.
I do listen to this podcast back. I have listened, part of our downloads, part of our tiny, terrible income from the ads. Yeah. The ads piss me off. I hate how they all just cut in the middle. Like, they could very well break into this very sentence. And I hate that. I also hate that they're all like, a minute and 10 seconds long. So even if, or 90 sec, or like, I'm not 90 seconds, but, or like 50 seconds. So either way, if I skip forward twice at 30 seconds, I have to then go back 15 seconds and still hear part of the ad. And I'm always like, son of a bitch.
That's how all podcasts are nowadays.
I know.
Not
look, it's not just our podcast that makes me angry. It makes me angry all the time. I hate having to deal with ads.
But
I'm also
Patreon.
Not going to pay
Ad-free.
more to not watch ads. At this point, fuck it. I'm a millennial. I sat through commercials. What I am trying to say,
yes.
we tangented it away off of a tangent. Tangception. We've done it so many times. I listened back to this podcast, and my husband, Caveman, will sneak in quotes or needle drops or funny little tidbits that sometimes I'm aware of, but oftentimes I'm not aware that they're going to be in the episode. Because sometimes we'll stop and be like, oh, we have to use this sound effect here.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
When I'm not expecting it and he drops in a little nugget, oh, it makes me laugh every time. And he does it for me, and it gets me every fucking time.
Underwear. Underwear.
This one you'll know about all
I
the
forgot again!
Underwear.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anyways, fuck it. I love it. I'm proud of you. Good for us. 100 episodes is really awesome. And now we have to talk about
We have to.
this one.
I guess we gotta do the last
this was the one we
episode.
chose. Not really thinking about it.
Well, just like that film reel that bookends this podcast,
Mm-hmm.
now we're doing Zootopia 2 to bookend this season.
Yes.
The first animated film of our podcast was Zootopia, episode 5. Now we're here talking about Zootopia 2, and not much has changed from 1 and 2 as far as the creatives that were part of it. Brian Howard was a director on the first one, and he also worked on Bolt, Tangled, and Encanto. A lot of these guys, and a few women, have been, especially writers and directors, definitely keep working on the same projects. So a lot of the things that you've seen pretty much since the first Frozen movie, sometimes a Tangled person gets in there. But Frozen, we'll just say Tangled. From Tangled on, you're pretty much getting that new Disney animation creative team.
Yeah, the same creative team. The
To
same
kind of-
sort of like their
Like Pixar has theirs, and then Disney Animation now
it's like
has
how
their...
studios used to have like stars on contract, like you have to make this X many movies with us.
Yeah.
Or Walt Disney had his 12 original animators. Now Disney has this creative team of writers and directors and producers and everything. They're banging out some fucking bangers. That's for sure.
I don't remember her name, but well, actually, we'll say this first. Jared Bush is another director on Zootopia 2.
Bush.
He also directed Encanto along with Brian Howard and Zootopia 2. For the first Zootopia. I was saying earlier, I don't remember her name, but she's going to be directing Frozen 3. She was, before she stepped down to direct Frozen 3, she was the head of Disney Animation. Now, Jared Bush, director of Zootopia 2, is the new head of Disney Animation.
I mean, the man made them billions. Of course they're going to pick
between
him.
these two Zootopia movies,
Just alone,
Tangled
yeah.
and Kanto, and then the Frozen team,
Yeah.
and everything that they do in between, like all those movies they do in between. Are,
Now, my only issue with any of that, which is really truly my only issue with Disney films as of late, I mean, like them or don't like them, my main, like, legitimate issue is I'm really tired of these big-eyed, small-mouthed characters they've come up with. Like, all the women have a very similar look, even when they are of any other ethnicity
including a bunny.
and culture or species. They've got the same big-eyed, small-nosed, small-mouthed look.
Yeah, which
And I'm over it.
I mean, that's
I'm over
how
it.
the whole world does animation now.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
anime
But, like, think
has
about...
been big-eye girls for.
But think about, like, the original Disney princesses. Like, think about what Aurora and Belle
Oh, for sure.
actually looked
They
like.
looked like
Not
a
their,
human
any of their
being.
facelifts.
They
Yeah.
definitely look like human. It's ever since we've moved into CG
Yeah.
instead of hand drawn. Hand drawn, I think they would
Hand-drawn,
still
yeah, they
do
created
it
these
that way. But
gorgeous, usually based off of an actual person, too.
part of
I
me
mean,
thinks
Alyssa
because
Milano and
they
Ariel.
want to sell these movies in Asia as well.
Yeah, and the rest of the world.
They just kind of.
I know,
There's
but...
a one like Korean.
No, I mean-
animation is like this.
Look, the K-pop Demon Hunter girls look so much better and so much more human.
They
than,
still do a lot of the
like,
anime
Elsa.
tropes.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah,
On
they lean
purpose
it.
for
They do it on
comedy.
purpose,
Yes,
right?
they are
Obviously,
leaning
the
into
big
it.
eyes,
Yeah, yeah,
the mouth, you know.
But even when they kind of look
I just-
normal,
no.
I know it's not as big as
not
like
big.
Elsa, but
Yeah, or fucking Judy Hopps.
or Judy Hopps.
I'm just-
sure.
I get it. I get that that's what we've been fed for a very long time. I would like to start to see us move in a new direction.
We're also doing animals with a movie like Zootopia. Everything has to be anthropomorphic to make it more relatable to a human audience.
1,000% understand that. I would like to move on now.
You're
not-
like,
not
I'm
just in
done.
this
I am ready
conversation.
for a new
I
style of
am ready
animation.
for a new style of animation. I am ready, you know, and I
Well,
think
and that's why I really love
I think
some of
that's
the
where
other.
Spider-Verse is coming in. Have you seen
Sure.
the trailer for, I don't remember the name of this movie, but it's kind of, it's like these two girls from Asia accidentally fall into the Forgotten Place or the
I'm not familiar.
I know
This
we
doesn't
saw the
sound-
trailer before Spider-Man even. It's like these two girls, they go on like a one last night before one of them goes to America to go to college. They fall through this hole into this like forgotten realm, and there's a dog voiced by the only good member of the family of the guys, Seth Rogen and Seth Rogen. Jesus Christ.
Why have
What have we done and
this
where have
is
we gone?
definitely a memory that only you have.
No, it's a legitimate trailer.
No, I'm sure it is. I just have
And
no memory
you're
of
like, I have
a
no
movie.
memory of it. Anyways,
Anyways.
it's got that Sony-verse, Spider-Verse
Okay.
sort of like look to it, and I'm enjoying that animation more than the current sort of, I've seen it time and time again, Disney stuff. Hexed, the next Disney film that comes out, which by the way, Christian moms are fucking pissed about because it's got witches in it.
Then don't watch
Then
it.
don't fucking watch
Yeah.
it. Don't
Then-
fucking watch it.
Stop complaining
Yeah,
because
just shut the
nobody's
fuck up.
forcing you
Like,
to watch it. What they're annoyed at is
it's
their
just
kids
as
are
made
like,
up as your stories.
they just have to
wink,
parent
so
their kids. That's what they're upset about.
Well,
'Cause
yeah.
Their kids are like, I want to watch it. And
They're like, no, it's the
no,
devil.
it's against our beliefs.
Even Hexed has that same big-eyed, small mouth look to it. And again, like, I'm just ready to move on. And also, I guess, to the next point of this conversation.
Jared Bush also wrote Zootopia 2.
Bush. Sorry, in a movie that has a prominent beaver character
Oh, boy.
played by a prominent lesbian, I'm gonna giggle at Bush.
And the character's name is Nibbles.
Nibbles.
Yeah.
And she talks about 3 ways and 4 ways.
She sure does.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna giggle at Bush.
But parents are more upset about the witch
the
in
witch.
that movie.
Yeah,
and
not
not
3
ways, 4 ways, and
beaver
eating
eating
beaver.
Tell me about your beaver.
I mean, I'm not upset by it either. I think it's funny.
Not surprised either. No, it's
But
great.
it's like either it went over their heads because I didn't hear anybody complaining about it.
1,000% went over their heads because they're fucking stupid.
Anyway,
They don't know who Fortune Feimster is, and if they did, they probably thought that he was a very funny man. 'Cause, like,
Anyway, Jared Bush wrote Moana 1 and 2 and the first Zootopia and Encanto.
so what you're telling me is that Bush likes to get wet and be furry?
Music was by Michael Giacchino. We're just going to move on. Oscar-winning composer.
Oh, our beloved. How many times in 100 episodes have you and I talked about Michael Giacchino?
I mean, not just for our animated movies that we've chosen, but plenty of live-action ones as well. And
yeah, he is.
We do love talking about him.
He is a goat. We fucking love him as much as we have blown Hans Zimmer and Sinners and the Odyssey.
Ludwig Göransson.
Thank you, Ludwig. Yeah. What was in that weed? As much as we have talked about those two other men,
yes.
I feel like Michael Giacchino is not only the most prominent composer that we've had on this list. We could go back and do the research, but I'm just off the top of my head. We've covered so many of his films. You know, he's one of the fucking best, and he just seems like a really humble, funny, nerdy guy, and I can't wait for whatever he has next. His Spider-Man score was beautiful. The way he aged up his Spider-Man soundtrack and made it new and mature is awesome.
I like that movie looked like something new and mature for all the characters. Mm-hmm. Man,
maybe it's for the best it was directed by somebody else then, because it definitely just gave it a whole...
I think that's what helped with a lot of Harry Potter movies back in the day.
That is true.
I
don't think I could have put up with 7 of Chris Columbus's Harry Potters.
No.
I couldn't have handled, like, fucking the Half-Blood Prince in a Chris Columbus style.
No, it definitely needed maturity. Like,
yeah.
all sequels should mature and not seem like the same thing over and over and over.
So should the look of it. As long as
Which I don't know if the story of Zootopia 2 matured.
No, it's literally the same story.
It's the same story, just done a different way. Cinematography was by... You know, I learned something interesting recently about cinematography when it comes to animated films. Mm-hmm. We've kind of been looking at it the wrong way this whole day.
Have we now?
Not that art direction is something to scoff at, or some of the other things that we talk about when it comes to cinematography for an animated film, but layout artists. Pretty much they have their supervisors and they have like essentially the head guy for layout. Mm-hmm. And then other if they have another cinematographer working with them, it's usually somebody who's specifically working on lighting. So layout, they're essentially laying out the entire scene with where the placement of people, blocking, how the camera's going to move through this space, and then lighting, of course, just lighting the scene and really creating the cinematography that.
Who did you used to say that it was?
Like an art director.
Yeah.
Which also has
a lot
that
to
has
do with, so much to do with it. Yeah.
I mean, every job in an animated film is very important, but specifically for the look of the film, like the way a cinematographer would shoot a film, you have a layout artist, a head layout artist, and a lighting artist. Mm-hmm. Tyler Kuffner, he has only been a cinematographer for Zootopia 2. That was his Zootopia 2 was his first cinematographer credit. He's been a layout artist and layout artist supervisor for Frozen 1 and 2, Big Hero 6, Zootopia, Moana, Raya and the Last Dragon, Encanto, and Wish. So the guy has been working all this time ever since Frozen.
Wow.
As just a layout artist and a supervisor.
Wow.
And now as a cinematographer for one of the biggest animated films Disney's ever.
To be fair, I might not necessarily like the stories so much of Zootopia, but the world's fucking beautiful. And the movie itself, the way it is put out there, right? Drawn.
I think it's very smartly drawn.
Beautiful,
the world.
Yeah.
They put thought into the world.
Yes, so much thought. And there's so many like tiny little things that we don't see, but that exist. All the gag names, all the fucking puns. The thought that goes into creating the worlds for each different like biomes and each different like animal subsects. Incredibly clever. Yeah. So, good for him. I wish him nothing but the best. I look forward to seeing more of his work because everything that he's done is pretty fucking pretty.
Daniel Rice was the lighting cinematographer. He did the same on Encanto, and those were his 2 cinematographer credits. He was also the CGI supervisor for Edgar Wright's Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, interesting.
Rotten Tomatoes has Zootopia 2 at a 92. Zootopia 1 was at a 98, so critics dropped that down a little bit compared to the first one. Audiences, though, liked Zootopia 2 more, going from a 92% to a 95%. Mm-hmm. And Letterboxd dropped from a 3.8 to a 3.7 from Zootopia 1 to 2.
Okay.
Metascore dropped from the original being 78 to a score of 73.
Okay.
And IMDb dropped from an 8 to a 7.3.
So most people prefer
Everybody
the
dropped
first
except
one.
for the audiences on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
And Rotten Tomatoes is the only critic that gave it in the 90s, whereas everybody else is in the 70s. Everybody else is in the 70s. But because of that, it's right in the middle at 81. Compared to the average being 85, so it dropped 4% from the first one.
Interesting.
The movie was made for the same amount that Zootopia 1 was, $150 million.
Okay.
It made
So much more than
almost $100 million more than the first one. Not quite 100. The original made 341. Zootopia made 428. So more?
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, almost $500 million is
that's
fantastic for an animated film. Duh. But worldwide, internationally is the one that really just
Oh, yeah.
my jaw dropped when I saw the number. We went, folks, okay. Zootopia 1 went from 684 million internationally. So obviously under $1 billion, but under 700 million.
Yeah.
Zootopia 2 internationally made $1.4 billion.
Yeah.
It more than doubled what they did to Zootopia 1.
Yeah, this movie went fucking gangbusters.
Internationally, that's insane. That's insane. I was able to find $90 million in home media for the first Zootopia, but Disney is being so much more tight-lipped about anything these days in the 2020s where they don't really care about physical media.
Physical media. We watched it on Disney Plus.
They don't tell you what it does on Disney
bought
Plus.
This movie?
I'm sure people did.
I'm sure plenty of people did. I'm pretty sure plenty of people did. At least digitally. I'm saying, like, who owns a physical copy of Zootopia 2? When was the last time we bought a physical copy of
any animated film?
I was going to say any Avenger or a Marvel film. I mean, do we have Thunderbolts?
No.
Yeah, see? We definitely didn't get Captain America.
But that's because I haven't liked those films as much as some of the other earlier iterations of the MCU.
I mean, that's fair, but Thunderbolts is
Thunderbolts
great.
is fun. Thunderbolts is probably one of the more fun times
It's
I've
one
had
of the
with
most fun
MCU
things they've put out in a while.
in a
Like,
long
post
time.
Endgame, like...
Yeah. And pre-Spider-Man and Brand New Day, obviously.
Yeah, so
That's since Endgame, and actually since Shang-Chi, because we did get Shang-Chi. Since Shang-Chi, I think Thunderbolts is my favorite.
Oh, that's fair.
So the fact that we don't is... But the grand total, we're just a hair under $2 billion. It's 1.8, 1.9. It's like, it's getting there.
Just a sea hair shy.
Just a sea hair shy. Like the ocean. Sea.
The C word. Wink.
It won 20 awards and nominated for another 90. It was nominated for a lot of the big American awards, but didn't win in any of them, including an Oscar for Best Animated Film. The other nominees that year, which this is only the second animated movie from the Oscars that I've seen still. Because the other three are Arco, which I don't remember what country that was from. Same thing with Little Amelie or The Character of Rain, which is the whole title. And I haven't even seen Elio from Pixar, which was also nominated. But K-pop Demon Hunter,
Yeah, of course.
was the winner this last Oscars.
And at least
race.
rightfully so over Zootopia 2. Because
for
you're right. I haven't
sure.
seen those other three movies either. And it is the better film across the board.
At least compared to Zootopia 2.
Yeah.
K-pop Demon Hunter is better.
I think we forget what, like, obviously, okay, we've been inundated by the music. We have seen it multiple times thanks to our children and our own watchings and our own watchings of other people watching and so on and so forth. Like, I know the story very well. It is a very well-made film. It is a very fun, original story, and yeah, the music slaps.
It's well told.
I mean, the
funny.
overkill being what it is, like, it still doesn't take away from the fact that that's a good movie.
It's too bad that was not a theatrical
It really was.
film.
Yeah.
Like, Ghosts.
I'm glad we saw it in the theater.
We got to see it in the theater because we
did the the sing-along thing. But the sing-along things were huge. And you know that they're going to put K-Pop Demon Hunters 2 in theater. It'd be stupid of them not to.
Dumb if they don't.
Yeah. What awards did it win?
That was it. Its nomination. Like, it really didn't win.
Well, you said it won 20.
True. It did win 20.
But were they all like little things like Best Movie of the Year from the Santa Barbara Times? Or...
Well, the Saturn Awards, which we've talked about before,
yeah.
got Best Animated Film. Like, it didn't win like Critics' Choice or BAFTAs or Golden Globe or anything.
No, basically,
like that.
once K-Pop Demon Hunters hit, that was the end of Zootopia too.
It won. Actually, did win a BAFTA for Best Animated Film.
Oh.
My apologies. I was looking at Best Children's and Family Film, which was also nominated for BAFTA, but didn't win that one. Won the Animated Feature Award for that. Casting Society, it won for.
I mean, yeah, because they've got every fucking person that ever exists in this movie.
They did. I didn't know there were so many cameos in this movie until like 5 minutes before we recorded.
Yeah,
we were watching the Honest Trailer for it, and they were pointing out all these cameos, which I was like, damn, those are some fun cameos. Like Michael J. Fox calling somebody a butthead.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the first time watching it. So
I only knew about it because of my research going into the film after seeing it, and I was like desperately trying to figure out who any of those voices were until some like trivia piece mentioned that it was in the jail scene. I was like, oh, but I wasn't gonna go back and rewatch it. So I'm actually really glad that
Honest Trailer included
the
it
Honest
all.
Trailers broke it down in such a succinct way, because you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
like, okay, wow.
I mean, Bob Iger, really?
Yeah, I know Bob Iger and one of his own.
Christ.
My eyes rolled so hard when I saw him.
Yeah.
Las Vegas Film Critics Society Award gave it Best Animated Film.
Yeah, so it won some smaller stuff.
But I don't know what those award shows were smoking. Like, I heard great things about Arco, and it's been one of those movies that I really wanted to watch. I don't know anything about Amelie, the animated Amelie movie, or Little Amelie, I should say.
Is it based in that world, or is it
no.
So it's a
I
different
think it's
character?
completely.
Okay.
But
I actually
don't think
heard some decent things about Elio, but not a lot. I didn't hear a lot of bad stuff. I just feel like nobody saw it.
I wonder when it came out. Like, as far as like with
movie.
what other movies were out. Sometimes I feel like the Academy's just like what?
Pixar did.
All right,
Just give it
throw
to
that
them.
in.
It's gonna go to K-pop team, right? K-pop.
You gotta
K-pop?
get it, yeah.
K-pop.
You gotta at least give a
this is-
nod to the Pixar
we'll,
film.
We'll at least start in there.
Well, moving into our cast, we've got a lot of the same cast from movie one.
You can go back and listen to our Zootopia episode if you want to listen to us like thoroughly blow all these different people.
Wow. You do like blowing actors.
I do indeed.
We've got a few new ones as well. Tip our cats to Jennifer Goodwin playing Judy.
She's fine.
I thought she plays great.
I've never
Manic Rabbit.
I've never been impressed by her live action acting. I was going through her IMDb just now, and I was just like, wow, I just don't. I mean, Once Upon a Time was rough. It's just, a Disney soap opera. And like, I didn't really care for Big Love personally. And obviously she's a perfectly capable actress.
I'm trying to include more awards when we talk about, like, achievements that actors have gotten when we talk about them. I don't think we talked about Jennifer Goodwin's awards, but they are pretty much from Zootopia.
Yeah.
Favorite frenemies went to Jason Bateman and Jennifer Goodwin from the Kids' Choice Awards. We also have Alliance of Women Film Journalists gave her, and it was a tie, and Aluli Carvalho, the actress from Moana, for Best Animated Female.
Okay.
It's interesting that they would win the award for Best Animated Female, but because they didn't animate it. And the female doesn't look anything like them.
Okay.
I'm just saying. It seems like a weird
I
award.
mean, also, I'm pretty sure that an award like that is not on the same scale voted on as the Oscars. It's probably hey, maybe we could get them to come to our luncheon if we give them an award.
Our luncheon. The Voice Arts Award gave her an award for Best Voiceover. Those were all for the original Zootopia.
Good for her.
Next, we've got our Jason Bateman.
We love
as
Jason
Nick
Bateman.
Wilde.
I mean, Arrested Development.
Her?
Everything else that he's done. People fucking loved that Ozarks.
Ozarks.
Yeah, like people loved
Episodes
it.
I've seen are really good.
And
I
then-
haven't seen the whole thing, though.
Did you watch all of that show where he was brothers with Jude Law?
Yes.
I never understood that because those two look nothing alike.
No,
Like,
but...
they can't sell me on them being brothers.
Black Rabbit is
Yeah,
what that was
and?
called. Yeah.
It's a show.
It's a show. It's a drama. It's these.
But he was
two-
good in it?
He was good in it, and Jude Law was good in it. I like watching Jason Bateman playing a loser. I think
he plays a good loser.
he plays a good loser,
Yeah.
especially in Black Rabbit. He's a loser.
Yeah, which is why I think like the idea of him being some sort of like criminal kingpin in Ozarks always made me go, huh? Actually, kind of him playing anything other than a lovable loser makes me go, huh?
Ki Kwan, who we have talked about with
Everything,
Everything Everywhere All at Once
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yes.
That was like episode 3
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was
from season 1
so it is episode 3 of the podcast.
of the entire podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, if this is 100, we talked about him 97 episodes ago.
Well, we all know
in our
him
third
from
episode.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and
Loki. He was so good in Loki.
Goonies.
Yeah.
And Loki. He was great in Loki.
I'm really glad.
He's been in some other, like he was in an action film that I never got around to seeing.
No, but it looks clever. You know, he had a resurgence, and it seems like it couldn't have happened to a better guy. Like, he just seems effortlessly kind. Somebody described his Snake character as basically him in real life, the same sort of like encouragement and sweetness. He's just such an adorable guy, and I'm glad that he's getting his flowers now.
I love that he plays Gary DeSnake.
DeSnake. I think Gary is one of the reasons why I enjoyed this movie as much as I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah, because his character is so effortlessly charming and sweet. Honestly, him and Nibbles. I care more about him and Nibbles than I do about Judy and Nick.
Absolutely.
And
Like
especially
Judy
in
and
this
Nick were
movie,
definitely
absolutely.
more
I was tired of
a
their
primary
whole-
focus in the
Yeah.
first movie.
Yeah. Well,
because
I mean,
they're
main characters.
these two main characters that
Yeah.
are butting heads constantly. So
Yeah, and then
in the sequel,
in this movie, they're
you
two main
need-
characters butting heads again.
Well, of course, that's what you do in sequels. You got to repeat exactly what
Yeah,
you did
no,
in the
I
last
guess you're
movie.
right. I mean, how long
It's
until Joe Pesci came into fucking Lethal Weapon until liven things up, right? Like,
It's true. You guys
you need
gotta-
the comic relief.
something to mix things up.
Yeah.
If you're just going to do the same, if your
you're
two
gonna
main
literally
leads are going
repeat
to
the
keep
same
doing
story.
the same thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like will they, won't they kind of thing.
I
And then
know.
once you get to they
Yeah.
finally did, and you're like, oh, I don't
Oh.
like this anymore.
Yeah, you're like, and no.
We
Or
need-
like the X-Files.
I
where
want to
they
go
just
back to what we
fuck it up
had.
from the get.
And I wanted to remind everybody that he did indeed win an Oscar
Yes,
for
he did.
his role in Everything Everywhere All at Once for Best Supporting Male Actor. It's such a cool story for him, and I think actors pretty much everywhere, no matter how old you are, there's always that that chance that you could make it all the way and get your Oscar, even if you haven't been in a movie in decades.
20 some odd years, yeah.
Next, we've got Fortune Feimster. I don't know how to say her last
Feimster.
name. Feimster.
Yeah. Fortune Feimster is a hilarious comedian who has been on every show you've ever seen in some capacity. She, especially an animated show, she's definitely done Bob's Burgers.
Sure.
She's
Absolutely, yeah.
she was definitely in both Big Mouth and the rest of their stuff. Like, she is such a beloved feature of comedy. She has her foot in almost every door.
She's in that new series with Will Ferrell, The Hawk.
Mm-hmm. She's
She's always
the
she's
Mindy
always
Show.
funny.
She was huge on. I think
Yeah.
that's where I first kind of dipped my toe into that lake. I was like, who the hell is she? I love her.
She's also not so over the top that she gets
Annoying.
because she is in everything.
Yeah.
At least so far, and I hope she doesn't. And
There's
you
a
hope that
certain
for-
level of endearness to her. Like, she's endearing.
right?
Yeah.
It's eventually some of the shtick can get a little old, and
Yeah, she can wear thin. That many have before her, and many will after. But sometimes too, they wear thin. You kind of step back for a while, or you don't pay attention to their line of work, and then they pop back up, and you're like, oh yeah, she was great. But no, that hasn't happened for her yet. I love it whenever she pops up on RuPaul's Drag Race. Because she does often, usually with Cheyenne Jackson, who's like one of her besties. And they do shit together, and it's a riot every goddamn time. She's a great straight woman, too. Like, she's really good at putting on this this very, like, straight face, bland humor that is so biting. I don't know. I like her a lot. She was one of my favorite parts of this film. And that's just because she was a beaver and she's a lesbian.
Playing Pobert Linksley is Andy Samberg.
Didn't know he was in it.
No, but voice is very
I follow
recognizable.
The Lonely Island on Instagram, and they always promote his stuff. So maybe I did see that he was in Zootopia, but forgot. But yeah, the second that character opened his mouth, I was like, hey, buddy. I have loved Andy Samberg since SNL. I've said it time and time again. I'm a huge fan of Saturday Night Live, all the different eras, all the different, casts. There's always somebody great in it. I was so happy to watch his rise from that, like, dorky young guy at SNL, the way they all start out, and watching him grow into the literal global phenomenon that he is today.
Let's all remember that Dick in a Box is a Emmy-winning song.
It's my dick in a box.
He also got a Golden Globe
They
for
got an Emmy.
actor on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Dick in a box. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is one of my, I would say it's probably in my top 5 favorite sitcoms of all time. I don't necessarily always like cop stories. And I have had people downright tell me, like, oh, no, I don't want shit with cops in it. And that's understandable. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is so much more than a cop show. The way that it handles mental health, queer identity, personal growth, character growth. And also, fucking Jake and Amy are in, again, like my top 10 OTPs for life. I love them together. I love Rosa. I love Boyle. Like, I love fucking Holt.
Even
Captain Holt.
Even Scully and
Scully and Hitchcock. Cheddar.
Every
character is so perfect in that show and so different from what we've seen on television.
It's a good show when, like The Office, like when you can look at each character and be like, I'm so glad that person's in it. I'm so glad that person's in it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we get to enjoy every time that person.
I'm so glad we get
even
to
if
know
it's one
these
line for the whole
characters.
show.
Yeah.
Like, or even if it's the cold open. I mean, Brooklyn Nine-Nine has some of the best cold opens.
Hot damn. Andy Samberg, of course, I might insist upon putting Pop Star Never Stopping on the list for a future season, because that movie is so fucking funny. It is funny on a level that I don't think people appreciate, and I need to get more people to appreciate it.
I think more people need to watch Palm Springs.
Palm Springs is incredible.
That
you
was
and I
a
were
really
blown away by that movie.
Good. I thought it was going to be like, because it kind of takes from
it's
movies.
Like it's a Groundhog's Day-esque story with Andy Samberg, and you're like, oh, okay, what could this be? And it turned out to be incredibly thoughtful, really good. I think it's almost more thoughtful than Groundhog's Day in terms of what it means to exist for that long over that span of time, but it's always the same day. Christina Moretti, I think is the name of the actress in Palm Springs.
Oh yeah, from
Everything, from How I Met Your Mother, and just everything else. She is utterly fantastic in that movie. But seeing Andy Samberg kind of do a more serious side of things, I've always really enjoyed. I love The Lonely Island. I will forever love the song Jack Sparrow. It wakes me up. I think it's like my alarm to wake me up in the morning.
Kristen Melody.
Yeah, so I was very close. Yeah, Andy Samberg, he's great. I love him. And I was really happy to have him in this.
Yeah.
And I'm really annoyed that I didn't clock the twist.
Because
I clocked every other twist.
You don't think of Andy Samberg being a villain.
Andy Samberg being the villain. And I didn't expect them to be like, oh, wait, they're doing the exact same twist again.
Yeah.
I didn't expect literally the exact same twist again.
What a twist!
I guess for the third one, which they're teasing,
so fucking help me God, if it is
it's going to be about
same
racism
story, and there's going to be a twist,
and it's
Shakira's going to be in it.
Ooh, maybe Shakira is finally going to be the villain.
No, Shakira can't be the villain.
This whole time she's been like, that's why she's
the
always
mastermind.
Yeah,
she's not Taylor Swift. She's Shakira.
What was
Joke
that?
for my Swifties out there.
Oh, Hot Rod. I never saw Hot Rod, but
I've seen Hot Rod, and I don't get
people
it.
talk about Hot Rod the way people also talk about Step Brothers.
Yes, people fucking love Hot Rod. And don't get me wrong, it's an entertaining film, and Ian McShane is transcendent in how insane he is in that movie. He's just on another level of fucking Ian
We love
McShane.
Bill Hader, and we love Danny McBride, and Will
Literally.
Arnett, and Chris Pratt. Like, we love the cast.
The whole thing should make me love it, but I watch it and I go, all right. Like, I would much rather watch Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping any day.
Never Stop, Never Stop, Never Stopping?
Never Stop, Never Stop, Never Stopping. I would never stop watching that movie. I could watch that movie for a week straight. I don't think I could watch Hot Rod for a week straight.
Well, next, as playing his father, another Linksley, David Strathairn,
David Strathairn
which I know you have a boner for.
is so goddamn hot that any age from legal to dead,
Damn.
I would take that man. Any age. And I have felt that way since I was 15 years old. And what that says about me, feel free to figure out on your own. But those close to me are nodding their heads going, yeah, that's about right. I love this man. He has been in so many good fucking movies.
Yeah,
he is
including
such
one you've never seen.
a good fucking actor.
Sneakers.
I have seen Sneakers. You were setting me up for that. I know you were. I could see the look on your face. You're proud of yourself, you motherfucker. I love you.
What's another movie you like him in besides Sneakers?
He was great in Lincoln, but I fucking love Lincoln. I fucking love Lincoln.
You are-
I think that's an incredibly fun movie. And you know why? It's not just because everybody and my mother is in it, but my mom's not actually in it, but every fucking buddy is in that movie.
That'd be awesome, though.
It would be great. I'd be
my
like,
mom
guess
was in
what? My
Lincoln."
mom is in Lincoln. It's a funny movie. It's a genuinely funny movie, and I wasn't expecting that. Like, James Spader kills it in that movie. I adore Lincoln.
L.A. Confidential is a pretty big one.
L.A. Confidential is a fantastic film. That really is wonderful.
I really wanted to see. Recently, we had a local, like, kind of indie theater show a bunch of LA noir films. One of which we went and saw, which was Heat.
Oh fuck! It was
which was so much fun to watch.
So much
Heat
fun.
in the theater. They also were showing LA Confidential, and I really wanted to see that.
that
one,
would have
but
been a lot of fun.
we weren't able to make
Yeah.
that time and day. But
David Strathairn is
Good
just,
Night, Good Luck. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
David Strathairn is great in that one.
Yeah, no, he went. That movie got him a lot of acclaim. I think he was nominated for an Oscar for that. David Strathairn is just one of those really wonderful character actors who, when you look at his IMDb, you're like, shit, he's been in everything. You know, we've talked about Idris Elba once or 1,000 times on this show. So instead
Probably
of just
1,000.
instead
Closer
of
to
just
1,000.
blowing him again, which if only, I would just like to say I loved him in Masters
In
of the
Masters
Universe.
of the Universe, I know.
I loved him in
I knew
that.
you were going to say that because it's so true.
He's so good as that that bombastic bravado sort of guy who then falls to his lowest and is a bumbling drunk, and then through the power of love slowly gets back into being his prime self again, and then laughing by throwing his head back. Like,
Yeah.
Idris Elba was born for that particular character archetype, and he's done it enough.
He has done it enough,
That-
but he's so good at it.
he's so good at
He's
it.
so entertaining.
And he's so
fun.
fun. The chemistry he has with the entire cast.
Everybody has chemistry with him, which
Yeah.
is why it's unfortunate that Dark Tower didn't work out because...
Was Dark Tower any good,
No,
though?
absolutely not.
Yeah, see, I didn't
It
even
was
bother
garbage.
seeing it.
It's garbage.
Which is such a shame because I have friends
I think it
that
could have
are
been...
such big fans of that
If
series.
it was done correctly,
Yeah.
it probably would have been a lot of fun, but it was just
Studio
done
got in
so...
the way, probably. But yeah, but how often has there been... For every good Stephen King adaptation, there's like 4 that are shit. So...
There's like 10 there.
Yeah.
They just... Anything
And it
Stephen
doesn't
King can come
stop
up
them.
with,
It
they'll
doesn't stop
turn
them.
into a film or
Yeah.
a TV show.
And they will make money or they will lose money, but they'll do it every fucking time.
Because he's got such a wide range of
Yeah.
stories that
Everybody's got a Stephen King
throw
movie or
everything
story
at the
that they love.
wall. If
Yeah.
you throw everything at the wall,
Yeah.
something's going to stick.
I mean, fuck, I've got The Green Mile. I prefer...
Heads of State from earlier this year was really good. Or no, that was last year.
Heads of State.
Yeah, the one he did with
Oh,
John
Idris.
Cena.
I was...
Oh, who are you thinking about already?
It's Stephen King.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, I don't remember that. No, Heads of State with John Cena was
surprisingly
a delight.
I had low expectations.
So low because you're like Idris Elba, and you know what? That's not fair because John Cena has time and time again proven that he's awesome at what he does, and he is an incredibly good action comedy actor. Not only was I in it from the beginning because I was like John Cena and Idris Elba as the president and the prime minister in an action adventure comedy. Fuck yeah! Like premise sold instantly.
Premise, yes,
but also
execution you're worried about.
I'm a little worried about, but since it was an Amazon film and it was going to come out on Amazon, it wasn't going to be in theaters. We didn't have to pay extra money to watch it. That's why I was like, fuck yeah, I'm there. Of course I'm going to watch it because the premise is interesting enough and these two actors have got me, piqued enough.
Masters of the Universe was an Amazon film too.
Yeah, but it was the better. If they were going to release one of them in the theater, I think they chose correctly, even though it didn't do well.
Idris Elba has been nominated quite a few times for Primetime Emmys, mainly for Luther, and I've heard such great things about Luther.
I've heard good things about Luther, yeah.
I've always wanted to go back and watch some of that older Idris
fun.
stuff. I know you won't watch it with me, but yep. I like Idris. I like him in his choices don't always pay off, but when he gets to do things like Heimdall and Ragnarok, or even being a villain in a Fast and Furious spin-off movie, it can be really entertaining, and that's why I love Idris. We can talk about Patrick Warburton, because I don't think we've ever talked about him on the podcast, and he's just one of my favorite voice actors. He's a great actor on screen when it's actually him, but he doesn't do that a lot anymore. He is mainly, you see him.
He's a voice actor.
He's a voice actor because he has a great voice, and for the most part, he does Family Guy as Joe. Mm-hmm. But then you get things with him like Kronk in Emperor's New Groove is probably one of his biggest and best characters. How
often on any given day do any of us quote fucking
Yeah.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever. You know.
He plays Mayor Wind Dancer, the beautiful, beautiful horse in this movie. I thought he was funny, ridiculous and funny.
I did not see him in this character.
That voice didn't fit.
No, it was weird hearing Joe Swanson talk through a horse. That looked like it should have been played by John Cena.
You watched a lot of Family Guy.
It doesn't matter. I love Patrick Warburton. Putty on Seinfeld. Like, my parents let me watch Seinfeld when it ran the first time, from the beginning. Same with Frasier, same with Friends, like all these sitcoms I watched from as a child. So I watched all of Seinfeld. I loved David Putty as a character, and I have loved Patrick Warburton ever since. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a great guy. I don't think that lately he has been doing much, or if he ever really has done much, to change that magnificent voice of his. And again, don't get me wrong, I love that magnificent voice.
No, he doesn't do voices.
No, he does.
It's just his voice.
And I didn't see that voice fitting that horse character.
I get it.
I didn't.
I feel like he's doing kind of like an airhead kind of character.
Yeah, he's kind of doing Kronk.
He is kind of doing Kronk as
Maybe
a horse.
I didn't want to see a horse Kronk.
It's kind of a dumb... the mayor's supposed to be kind of stupid and... he's
an action star. Well, it should have been John Cena or somebody else later down the line.
Might be too much. Maybe they tried, or maybe
it
just
didn't
needed...
work. I don't know. It just... I felt like they could have come up with... Maybe he just didn't sound blonde enough. And I don't know if that makes sense, but I stand by it.
You just kept on picturing Patrick Warburton with long blonde hair, and you're just like, I can't.
Yeah, it's like, no. Like I said, it was weird hearing Joe Swanson come out of
Maybe it would have been better if, what's that model's name?
Fabio.
Fabio, there you go.
Yeah.
Get some Fabio in there.
Yeah, my dad saw Fabio in the wild once. And my dad, if you knew my dad, you'd especially understand this, but he was like, Fabio's the only man I ever imagined myself kissing, which is something coming from that father of mine. So, apparently Fabio is enough to make my dad question himself just a little bit. Fabio's my dad's hear me out.
Wow, that's kind of disturbing.
Yeah, a little bit.
He had a big part in the animated series The Venture Brothers, which
Yeah.
I have seen multiple episodes of, and it's also hilarious and ridiculous. And
I never got into that show.
I understand people who can't.
Yeah.
I understand it. It's ridiculous, but also very funny.
I mean, Patrick Warburton, he's great, and I love him, and I thoroughly enjoy him. I just don't feel like he fit this particular
I understand that. Rules of Engagement too was a live action one that he got to do. That was like 100 episodes. That's a big series. I never saw it.
Can I do a speed run of all the cameos?
Yeah, let's do the cameo list because it is massive.
Yeah. All right. So some of these characters had more than one line. Some didn't, but we're just going to speed run from here. Quentin Bronson, Danny Trejo, Bonnie Hunt, Don Lake, Michelle Gomez, Joe Anoa'i, also known as Roman Reigns, and CM Punk, Stephanie Batiste, Wilder Valderrama, Jean Reno, Alan Tudyk, of course, Macaulay Culkin, Brenda Song, John Leguizamo, Tom Lister Jr., may he rest in peace, Maurice LaMarche, Jenny Slate, Josh Dallas, Tommy Chong, Alui Carvalho, I fell in the same hole as Caveman did there, Tig Notaro, Bob Iger, Amanda Gorman, Ed Sheeran, Yvette Nicole Brown, Brian Howard, Jared Bush, June Squibb, Rachel House, who is in every Taika Waititi movie. She's the Grandmaster's like thug in Ragnarok.
Gotcha.
Rachel House,
Yeah.
Sesame Strong,
Cecily Strong, yeah.
Mario Lopez, Michael J. Fox,
Yeah,
Josh Gad.
Michael J. Fox, I loved his cameo. We talked about it.
Yeah. I didn't clock the reference, but you like those movies more than I do.
You
but
don't clock the reference of...
him being called a butthead? No, I don't automatically think Back to the Future.
Oh, my God.
No. Josh Gad, Robert Irwin, Anika Naomi Rose, Dwayne Johnson, somehow?
Dwayne Johnson, I think literally it was a noise that he makes.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not even his voice.
And yeah.
I hope he didn't get paid for it.
I mean, I don't think they gave him millions of dollars
I know,
for...
I'm sure they gave him something for it. It annoys
something.
me, but it's literally just him like yelling or making a sound.
Yeah.
Essentially, he's like inside of he's a character that gets stuck inside of a tuba and makes a noise when he's in the tuba. I think that's what it is, and that's a cameo. It's on the list.
Yeah, it's on the list, and there was a lot of fucking people that you're like, oh.
Go if you're interested in seeing exactly who these people play and the lines that they say. You can find it on YouTube.
Look up the Honest trailers for it.
That's the easiest one, but I think there's a edited one. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
So, notwithstanding the whole, they just repeated the same goddamn story that racism is bad again, which honestly we keep hearing because
maybe that's why they had to do it again.
Maybe that's why they had to do it.
This is 10 years later,
maybe
right?
why I'm so angry about it.
They didn't get it the first time.
Didn't get it the first fucking time. Let's try it again. So that notwithstanding, I think another thing that this movie suffered from somewhat was, I think, the same thing that Shrek 2 suffers from for me, which was references. Modern,
to the
real, human references put into the movie. All the stupid Disney fucking pun names that they had to create. All the goddamn... But
they did that the first one.
And it wasn't just that. They did it in the first one, but it somehow was worse this time. Or maybe it's because I was
They're
thinking
really
of Shrek
trying
2.
to show like they live in an
like,
alternate universe.
Yeah,
that
right.
still watches.
That still has all the same
and
creatives that we do.
experiences.
So what are you and I in Zootopia? If this is a multiverse where...
That's how they make it relevant, how they make animals relevant to...
Yeah.
Or it connects the audience more to
I get
an
it.
animal.
But it was...
When we're supposed to be talking about racism, we're not just talking about speciesisms. We're talking...
Speciesism?
Speciesists?
I don't know. I felt the same way about all the little... constantly again and again and again fucking little tidbits. I was kind of feeling the same way I felt about Shrek 2, where they were just like, the movie became more about how often can we reference another movie in our own movie so that people get it.
Shrek
that's the other
really,
thing.
and that's what
and
Shrek
this one did it too.
became.
The
And it's
entire
because the
ending
first
was
one-
The Shining.
Well, that's the problem. The first Shrek movie that's what it was all about.
Well, yeah,
we
they
thought
were-
it was
they were
funny and
doing it-
original
they were
because
doing
nobody
it-
was doing it before.
And they were doing it far more smartly than they did it. It's more clever.
It's more smart.
It's
Smarter?
most smartest.
It's the most smartest.
It's most smartest. It is better done in the first one than in the second one because it's given more thought and creativity. And the second one, it becomes lazy and
they
familiar.
I feel like they're like people really liked this
Yeah.
in the first one.
But now we're going to do it, and it's going to be lazier.
it is going to be lazy.
It's so much lazier. And I felt that with this one.
And
Because how many times were we watching that film going, that's from this movie, that's from that movie, that's from The Shining.
There's so many references.
It's so many references that it's not its own movie.
You're right.
Because there's so
They're-
many references that are like crucial to
it's
the
lazy.
plot.
How do we create this scene? How do we create what's happening?
Oh,
We're just going to copy.
the bad guy's getting away. What do we
That
do?
was
Well,
the
we're in
roughest
an ice
part.
tundra. Let's put him in an ice maze like in The Shining.
We agreed as we were watching the movie that the first half to 3/4 of the movie was the roughest part.
Oh, it's, yeah.
because it was just references.
It was just references and the same story from Zootopia
And sometimes I understand that when people complain.
Oh, I know how I like this movie more.
When people complain about MCU films and Star Wars,
Yeah, feeling like they've just been regurgitated.
and
again
sometimes it is.
Yeah, I mean, The Force Awakens is A New Hope. I don't care. I love it.
But even more,
And
like,
guess what? Nerds, The Last Jedi is the same thing as the Return or the what is it? Revenge of the what? What the fuck is this?
what are you talking about?
There's too many of them. The Last Jedi is the same plot as Return of the Empire. Empire. It's fucking Revenge of the Empire, Attack of the Empire. What is it called?
Okay.
I'm having a stroke. I guess I'm a little upset that we accidentally chose this movie for our 100th episode. It should be more grand, but here I am
is
sitting
more
here.
accidental.
Like, I literally wrote.
It was a nice idea.
It was a nice idea, but we didn't
We're
realize
gonna
what we
get
were
through
getting
this.
into. I literally wrote down, let me guess, the hero guy stole the wall plan / betrayed the snake who helped make them, and then Maid's death was accidental. Which is basically what happened. The maid's death was accidental in that somebody had to die, but it was on purpose because she was straight up murdered by the hero that everybody thought was the hero, but is actually the bad guy. You know, the first Luxley or Lucy or Luxor, whatever the fuck his name was. You know, so like I totally called that. I called so many things, but I didn't call the Sandberg of it all because I didn't expect them to literally do. She even explains that in the last movie there was a twist. And then he's like, well, here's it again. It's happening again. That was dialogue. Like, oh, I'm sorry. It's just the last time at this point we were betrayed. Well, guess what? You're being betrayed again. Like, they spelled it out for you. The only reason I like this movie is because of the characters. I don't like the plot at all. As I sit here and angrily think about it, there is not a single plot point in this movie that I enjoyed, except I really liked the beaver and I liked the snake. And at the end, they somehow managed to squeeze a tear out of me. And I'm going to blame that on the fact that I've been super emotional this week because I had a loss.
I didn't expect that reaction.
I didn't either. That came out of nowhere. It's been a very emotional week for me, folks. What right did they have to make $2 billion off of the same goddamn story 10 years later with a beaver?
Not even told better.
Not even told better.
I thought they told it just fine in the first one.
They did do it better the first time because it was more unexpected. The fact that they then had to like double down on it. I guess I don't know if that makes me sad because racism is still such a problem in this world, which desperately makes me sad, folks. It really does. It's lazy writing. This entire movie is beautiful. It's well acted. It's lazy writing. Good for that, I guess. You know, I preach hard and wide about art being subjective, and I guess this is not the art that I am keen on, which is a bummer. But at the same time,
maybe it reached.
Hopefully,
maybe there's some kids out there, and
that's just it.
a generation from now,
that's just
it'll
it.
sink in.
Yeah,
and maybe there needs to be a movie like this that comes out every 10 years, but it's just a little unfortunate that it had to be the same franchise.
Yeah,
it couldn't just be another creative from a different franchise. I mean, there are original ideas all the time that cover racism.
Yeah, no, there are.
But just
Zootopia
hearing it twice in a row from
itself,
Zootopia is the problem.
Zootopia itself was the creative way that a new franchise took on racism. Okay, we've shit on it enough. We've reharped on the reharping of the story enough. What did you like about it?
I thought some of the action moments, some of the, the look of it, of course, the music.
The scene in the honeymoon hotel falling apart, that was pretty cool. You know, I will give it that. You're right. There were some very clever action sequences. I really liked the wetlands world that the tundra was trying to take over.
Oh, yes.
So, like, sort of, bayou, I guess, esque look. I think that was probably my favorite of the new additions to the story. I did like Danny Trejo as the Jesus fish or the Jesus lizard, and his name is Jesus. Like, that's also as funny as making a lesbian a beaver.
Well, and Ke Kwan playing the snake was great. He was great. The character was fun.
He was so cute, too.
It was very cute. Just wanted his family.
So pure.
He just wanted to be reunited with his family and his people, his land, his existence.
His heritage.
Without being hunted or hated.
What did he keep saying? We will prevail, Judy Hopps. Like, he was just so sure that it was meant to be. And I was just like, I love you, little guy. Like, nothing bad can happen to him.
Yeah, it's a viper. A window viper.
Oh, fuck, God damn it, that was so sick. I was happy to see that little goddamn mole godfather and his little, his daughter.
Rufru and I are now equal partners in the family business. She brings wonderful ideas for crime and for fashion, while I get more time to focus on what matters most. Being grandpapa to my little Judith.
Kiss my ring!
Kiss the stinking ring right now! Kiss it!
I love them so much. Like, okay.
The play on Godfather.
You know what? Yeah, once again, a reference of a reference.
Of course.
It's apparently the only thing we can do now. But give me stories in Zootopia that aren't Judy and Nick, or give me stories that aren't racism. What is life like in the mafia, in the mole mafia? Like, what? Give me God damn it, I can't believe I'm saying this because I was just ranting about, but make a 10-minute Sopranos spoof.
They were talking about...
Or just come up with your own stories in this unique and
sustain a whole
diverse
movie, though.
world. Fucking make...
the Minions have broken off, so of course we could get some... Yeah. And they were talking about a TV show, too, that they didn't... I don't know if they're still going ahead with the TV show.
There was something called Zootopia Plus on Disney Plus. I don't know exactly what it is, if it's like snippets or like full episodes, or if it's like the Lion King Timon and Pumbaa show. I don't know. And maybe it'd be worth watching, because maybe that's where I might find some... I'll give it an episode, I guess, right? But come up with new ideas.
It was
because
also
there's this beautiful world, and it's so full of stories.
It was also another thing I appreciate about the movie is them switching the roles, switching Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps kind of around, where Judy Hopps is seeing the world as this nasty place.
She's more reckless.
She's being less optimistic about things.
Yeah.
Whereas Nick is kind of coming onto her side of, understanding her side of things.
Yeah.
And so they've kind of switched, and Nick now has to...
rein in Judy.
And let her know, humanity's worth fighting for, kind of thing. And it was actually Jennifer Goodwin's idea to kind of have the characters do that swap. It gave it just a little extra.
It gave it a little flair. Look, like I said...
For what the movie was repeating, it was nice to have a change.
Actually, you know what? And you're right, because the part that got to me was Judy and Nick telling each other what they meant to each other. Yeah. Because it was incredibly wholesome. Read into their relationship however you want. If you ship it, great. If you don't, great. I like platonic friendships between men and women, but even I am like, those two are fucking, right? Like,
I've going there first.
I have seen pictures on the internet, sir.
You.
Don't
of course, you do have a crush
yums.
on this fox. You have a fox thing.
I'm not saying I've actively sought it out, but I have come across it and been like, damn.
Yes, your algorithm knows you very well.
My algorithm knows me a little bit. I'm not the only one out there. Furries love this shit, and we're so happy for that. We don't kink shame here. Caveman.
Jesus. But it's nice to see, it's nice to see Judy grow in a way where she starts off very naive.
Yeah.
And believing the world operates one way. And
Yeah,
then when
and
she finds out it doesn't.
She went the full spectrum over.
And realizes it doesn't. And
somewhere in the middle.
And Nick brought her back. And then, of course, Nick still being kind of, I mean, I guess you could say his superpower as a police officer.
His persona, if you will.
Is also being a criminal at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who knows a criminal better than, or what kind of cop would be best to catch a criminal but another criminal?
Doug Judy.
After we put the cuffs on this guy, I'll be free for dinner. You like spaghetti and weed?
Whether it's, being able to pickpocket suspects or, what you do. It's what you do in these kind of movies. Buddy cop kind of things.
Yeah, I get it. I
like that their opposites
Yeah.
were opposite.
Okay, that is fair. Yeah, you're right. And it was neat to see growth in them. And again, like I said,
but also remain true to themselves.
Yeah.
In the end.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I was living in Zootopia, if I was a fucking otter in Zootopia, because let's be honest, that's what I would be.
Makes sense.
And you would be too.
Only because you want me to be.
What do you want to be? No, well, I would like to think that we're together in every universe. So if I'm an otter,
if there's
you're
an otter
otter
universe, or we both come back as otters, sure. I hope we're together.
Yeah, don't you hope that you and I hold little otter hands
I can't say it's always.
as we float down a river?
Can't say it's always been my go-to animal.
What would you want to be in Zootopia? What would you want to be?
Either like a bird or some kind of big cat. I like the idea of being kind of a more predatory than prey. So a big cat or
an eagle,
a hawk, eagle, vulture. Not a vulture. I'm not a vulture type.
I mean, I'm not really down with the raw meat, but if I was an eagle, I don't think I'd care one way or another. I'd love to be an eagle.
So tasty.
Eagle talons. It's like,
That's
motherfuckers. I'd be a bird with you, but birds aren't allowed in Zootopia until the third one comes out, and they tell us once again that racism is bad.
Birds are bad.
No, don't hate birds. That's racist. Zootopia 3, everybody.
Maybe.
With a cute fucking bird that makes me like it just enough that I'm like, okay. I genuinely hope that the message of these films, watched by children now, makes for a better world in 10 years. Of course that's what I want. I want my own children to take the lessons and the foibles and the horrors that I've learned and do it differently, learn from it, become better people. That is what I, as a mother, am trying to do with these goofballs that live in our house and eat so much food. God, they never stop eating.
Eat and they eat.
They eat and they eat. And if it takes 2 movies, and fuck, if it takes 3 movies to get through to some people, then great. Really, it's great. It's not going to be something that I'm like super excited about.
And we probably won't see it in the theater again.
No. And we might, if I hear good enough things about Zootopia 3, I might begrudge. And if we're still doing this podcast, we'll do Zootopia 3.
If it comes out and everybody's just like,
holy shit.
This is the best.
Remember how
the
the second one was like the same one? Like, if it comes back and knocks it out of the park with 3, then fine. We will revisit it then. At the moment, although I'm enchanted by the world of Zootopia, I don't care much about their story.
What would you give Zootopia 2?
I gave Zootopia 1 3.5 stars. I like this movie just a touch better, but I'm not giving this movie 4 stars. I've been fudgy enough because there are no rules. I can do what I want. I'm going to give it like a 3.75.
Oh, sure.
It's just a little bit better than 3.5. It is not worth 4 stars. I rated the drama 4 stars, and I liked that movie so much more and thought that it had a better social message than Zootopia 2.
Absolutely
does. And that's a 4-star movie for me, and I can't.
It's in my top 5.
I can't. So 3 3/4. What about you?
I gave it 3.5. I was going to give it 3, but I think Kiki Kwan's character brings it to a 3.5 for me.
You gave Zootopia 1 3.5 as well.
If it wasn't for him and that snake, especially the snake beaver.
The snake beaver combo.
Edition of
Holy
it.
shit, it's a snake and a beaver.
And
that's why we like it so much. You can't see the hand gesture I'm making, but folks, you
didn't even have to do the gesture. I kind of got it before you.
Well, I know, but I just hope that the folks at home know what hand gesture I continuously.
But it still doesn't do anything.
Okay, I'll stop
on a podcast.
But you know what I was doing.
What? What were you doing, Maggie? I get it. It's a penis and a vagina. So, Maggie,
Yes, honey.
I have 2 questions for you.
Hit it.
Get comfortable for this one.
Oh.
It's a quote of yours, and I want to ask you about it.
Is it?
Yeah, acting is easy. That's your quote from Tim Oliphant. Do you really believe that acting is easy?
They tell me what to say. They tell me what to wear. It's a piece of cake.
Really?
Stand over there and say this. Here, put this on.
But, what about, like, method actors?
No. Well, as you know, I am very method. So for me, it's difficult, but it could be easy. But for me, I go deep. Did you see that Jim Carrey documentary on Netflix where he's for that Andy Kaufman movie where he was in character? You saw it?
Yeah.
Because he's like in character 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, never breaks character. I watched that documentary in character.
Really?
My character hated it.
Your character didn't like it?
My character thought it was just narcissistic and pretentious. He watched like 20 minutes, and the only reason he didn't turn it off sooner is because he thought that Paul Giamatti might hit.
This is your character now, yeah.
Jim Carrey in the face.
Wow, incredible.
No, it's too bad because I think I would have liked it.
Yeah. Do you do that a lot? Do you watch TV and just in character? Is that what you do? A lot of your life is in character.
When you're an artist, Conan, you know what I mean? This is the life you lead.
You're telling me,
I don't need to tell you.
You're telling me. I'm like Mozart over here.
Oh, my God. I love them so much. He's a funny guy.
He is. His interviews are always funny.
I mean, him and Conan together, they're just so good together. Like, you can tell that they're just good friends, and they just love fucking bullshitting each other.
Absolutely.
And especially in a professional enough setting. It's like, I can't believe I get paid to fuck around with you.
Yeah.
I guess that's great. I'm happy for that. I'm happy for them and that friendship. It's a beautiful thing, that sort of friendship.
So, would Zootopia 2 have been better if Timothy Oliphant's voice?
Yes.
I mean, there were
at least I would have
literally. I think we counted 1,000.
Yeah, 1,001.
cameos.
Like, why couldn't he have been in there
in this movie? So why not add
small mouse or
more?
something? Of course, I would have liked it more because at least he would have been in it.
Question number 2: which character do you think Timothy Oliphant should have played?
The character he auditioned for, the mayor.
How did that not come up in my research? Damn.
It came up on mine.
He did run as the mayor.
At least that.
When you're talking about the mayor and you're like crying about him, I was just like, oh, I wonder if she's going to pick Timothy Oliphant to play the mayor.
To be fair, I didn't like the mayor before I learned about the Timothy Oliphant of it all.
Convenient.
But no, it was actually quite convenient when I was like, oh, apparently they auditioned. I mean, I don't know. That's IMDb bullshit. It could be just IMDb bullshit.
I'm sure a lot of people did audition for it.
Sent in a tape, or at least were considered, or like, maybe he did. He threw down a few lines. This is what I would do. And maybe that voice, that sort of like raspy, smoky, somewhat slightly Southern, but also could be California dude bro voice, didn't necessarily also fit for that
I don't know. Dude bro Hawaiian surfer kind of fit.
Maybe.
That lion mane kind of look at me attitude.
It could have been a little bit more like Southern Californian, but maybe they didn't want to change the character that much. Maybe they wanted the Patrick Warburton type.
But I understand wanting him to play that part.
But that was the part that I had the most problems with, and thus I'm going to go with it.
Not a bad choice at all.
Because you know what? So I'm shocked that you didn't pick anything from that Netflix show that he did with Nick Kroll, Mating Season. It's the new show from Nick Kroll and the Big Mouth Crew. And he had a small bit part. He had like a 3-episode arc. He had a somewhat important arc to the story.
Cynthia, when I close my eyes, I think of you. When I wake up in the morning, I think of you. The way you laugh, the way you talk, the way you look at me before we kiss.
Oh, wow. My shoes are gonna stink because my socks are all the way off.
It was a delight watching him and that. So I love his voice. I love his voice acting. He does a really good job in things. And I don't know if I want to change up.
Well, I was going to say,
spokesbabe.
This being the last episode of season 2.
Yeah.
Season 1, we had Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
Who's going to be season 3?
I don't know. Could it be...
Switch it up and then get a female that
be
you're
Tilda
really
Swinton?
into?
could be Tilda Swinton.
You know, the possibilities
I mean,
or whatever
she
Maggie
could do
gets really...
whatever she wants, including me. It could be Cate Blanchett. It could be Pedro Pascal. Although I feel like that's sort of the expected choice, but it could be Pedro. It could be, oh my God, what's the face? We just saw him in that trailer for that new Mahershala Ali movie. Sulu from Star Trek.
Oh, John Cho?
Thank you, John Cho. John Cho. I would like to think, though, that maybe if we are going to do some seasonal episodes coming up here in the near future, folks, as my husband is desperately trying to get me to watch more scary movies, maybe we'll drop in some Halloween stuff, and we could still use Timothy, or we could do a different person each week, or I don't know what we can do. But I've thoroughly enjoyed having Timothy Oliphant in his
underwear
as a part of this show. And as ever, honey, thank you for all that. Thank you for that. For all the good clips and all the love that you've put into my crush on another man. I appreciate it. And later I would like to get you down to your
underwear.
There it is. Well, folks, that has been this week's episode of Movie Mingle on Zootopia 2. And also the end of season 2 of Movie Mingle. And we hope that you enjoyed them as much as we enjoyed bringing them to you. We really do enjoy this. It is a lot of fun. You know, the joy is doing this fun, goofy little project with my husband and my best friend, and that's pretty rad. So thank you for coming along on this journey with us. We appreciate it. There is no next week, but definitely keep your eye out on... I mean, you know, they'll pop up in your subscriptions, hopefully, but keep your eyes out on any bonus episodes, Halloween episodes, Christmas episodes that are to come. And, yeah, we don't know when or where season 3 is looking. Maybe same bat time next year, maybe not. We are not too sure, but we'll figure that out. And as soon as we do, we will let you know. But as ever, please continue to tell friends or people that you think would like us about us. You know, spread the word. Maybe we can get a little more money out of those silly ads of ours and put some better soundproofing around our windows so that next year is even better. And we just hope that you come back with us on this silly journey when we see you again. Yeah, you can always find us on Instagram, Threads, and Letterboxd at movieminglepod. You can write us any of your questions, comments, thoughts, concerns, and potential movies that you think we should watch. We'll take fan requests and or suggestions. Like, why not? If there's a film that you want to know what we have to think about it, feel free to send us that at movieminglepod@gmail.com. And until then, please take care of yourselves in this big white world. It's crazy out there. Be safe. Be kind. Be more generous with your time and your heart if you can. Take care of each other. Have fun. Stay whimsical. Stay goofy. And just remember...
underwear.
Now go mingle. Bye.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Yay! I love you. Thank you.
Are you an effective team?
We are an effective team.
Let them fight.
How did you just do that? I'm a really good lawyer.
Here on Caladan, we've ruled by air power and sea power. On Arrakis, we need to cultivate desert power.
Welcome, Mr. Beach. What's that bar? I'm a little confused.
Well, we wouldn't want that, would we?
I don't want to brag, but I will. I was in the Avengers.
The Avengers?
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
What is that?
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Toga, toga, toga.